fellas, trying to break down the brilliance behind the big brain of Ben Johnson. There's a lot of B's in that sentence.
Big brain of Ben Johnson.
Yes. Shout out to Ted Nugent. I'm just kidding. I said Ted Wynn. Is the correct pronunciation for that one?
Yes.
Of the NFL Athletic. He did a phenomenal piece on Ben Johnson's offense and doing his best to understand it. And I tried my best to understand it as well. There was a lot in there, Smitty. There's a lot. Sus, can you throw up the first graphic on this one? So it should be the 13 personnel.
Yeah.
The original one. So the Detroit Lions, one of the base formations right now is this, the 13 personnel. The reason why it's called that, you have 3 tight ends, 1 running back. And you obviously have another receiver too. That other receiver typically is obviously Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yes, it is.
Now, a lot of times, Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's running around fly motion. That's why you saw come up that sweep. But he's also running that fly motion to do certain blocking schemes. There's another one I put in there, Sus. It's 13 personnel. I forgot what I labeled it as, but it's in. Okay, here we go. So here it is right here. All game, they're running this with all types of wham blocks, which is what you'll see one of those tight ends, jump out, come through underneath the tackle. Pulleys, they have the tackles pull. I know that, this is only like high school football that I have advanced past. You know what I'm saying? But, we used to pull as guards.
Yes. We
never pulled as tackles. I think you have to have a pretty good damn offensive tackle to pull your tackles, but there's multiple tackles pulling. You have the wham blocks. You have the counters, you know what I'm saying, where you're fake stepping and dashing in elsewhere. And then you have the fly motion line with Amon-Ra St. Brown, too, which he's a phenomenal blocker. That's part of it, too. We have what's called a zone run scheme, which pretty much you're opening holes everywhere. And the running back sometimes gets to choose. But nonetheless, it's brilliant. We run the football very well, obviously. You saw by the numbers. We're averaging some of the most yards and carry. And so when we do this, these defenses, did I send the one with the defensive front, the 5-1?
No,
I did
was
not.
The other one you sent.
Okay. Well, so throughout the game, this is against the Commanders. Throughout the game, obviously, we had that tight formation with 3 tight ends. And so they changed it up. They took off the 3 linebackers and started and did a 5-1 front, which is all 5 defensive linemen and then 1 linebacker. When Jared Goff and company recognized that, go to the first one real quick one more time, Sus. It's complicated stuff, guys. I'm telling you, this article gets way more in depth than this too. Like, this is me, the other one before this one.
Oh.
This is me trying my best to explain. So obviously you see them uptight, all trying to fill the box because we're abusing them in the run game. And so they bring up that 5-1 again. There's 5 defensive linemen and only 1 linebacker on the defensive side of the ball. Jared Goff recognizes this. So Ben Johnson has it built into this offensive package to go ahead and fade to the next one. Spread out wide. They go empty backfield.
Yeah.
You got DeAndre Swift. I remember they said on offseason he's going to be playing a lot more receiver.
Yeah.
You might see him in the slot a couple times. He's on the outside. If you catch him right there. You got Amon-Ra. And this is actually, by the way, one of the best plays of running Madden. Which is kind of funny
4
because
verticals?
the 4 verticals.
Yeah.
Like one of the best plays of running Madden.
Shout out.
Ben Johnson's playing like real life Madden. They go from that uptight running formation with 3 tight ends, and then obviously you got Zylstra, Hawkinson. I don't even know who the other guys are there because I can't read it at the moment.
Brock Wright.
On this play, obviously everyone's concerned about the 2 guys they know are pass catchers, which is DeAndre Swift and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown run that little in. This is the play they hit that one T.J. Hawkinson for. We can only put up so many pictures and videos and stuff like that without getting in trouble.
Yeah.
But T.J. Hawkinson caught that nice little, and it's just beautiful, man. They kept lining that formation up. There's another one too. They added 1 extra receiver and just abusing them, running the football right down their throats, and then every single time they run the football again too, they have that little fly motion again by Amon-Ra St. Brown, but he always ended up blocking it.
The numbers.
So by the numbers, they're like, damn, he's a run play every single time this happens.
Yeah.
Well, the one end round we had, that 50-yard run that Amon-Ra St. Brown had was out of that same formation.
Yes.
And Jared Goff just happened to pass in the ball. Josh Reynolds had a touchdown out of that same formation as well. Dude, and we've been bashing T.J. Hawkinson because he has looked rough. He's had a lot of drops. I think he ranked like 32nd in the league right now per PFF in terms of like catch rate ability, but I think he's going to thrive in this offense if they continue to do it like that. And that's just like trying to break it down. But defenses, it came out today, they're having a hard time how to adjust to that because once you put the personnel on to stop the run, they go in empty backfield and then it's a pass play.
Yeah.
And that's where you get to utilize T.J. Hawkinson, who could also block and catch. But yeah. That's me trying. That's just a taste of it. You guys gotta check this article out. It's by Ted Wynn of The Athletic. I'll make sure to retweet it, but it's fire, man.
Yeah, it's true, and by the numbers, it's shown that this style of offense, this scheming, these kind of formations have led to a lot of big explosive plays. Because this Detroit Lions offense, obviously, we've talked about their first in the NFL in yards per carry with 7.2, which they have 0 fumbles, by the way, so far.
Yeah,
0 fumbles by running backs. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
They're first in rushing plays over 40 yards. Swift is averaging 10 yards per carry. DeAndre Swift is averaging 10. He has 20 carries for 200 yards. The guy's averaging 10 yards per carry. He has 2 rushes over 40 yards. You look at the passing game. They're averaging 11.5 yards per completion, 8 completions for over 20 yards. They have 9 total touchdowns, 6 passing, 3 rushing. This offense has been explosive, and by the numbers, you can see how much they're doing that, how much they're scheming these guys open, using these different formations, these different sets to get guys open down the field to make big chunk plays that are leading to these scoring drives, touchdown drives. It's really impressive what Ben Johnson has been doing with this offense. He has been making it one of the most explosive offenses, if not the most explosive offense in the NFL. And when you hear that, you think Josh Allen, you think Patrick Mahomes, you think guys like, but nope. This is Jared Goff and this Lions offense schemed by the big brains on Ben. And I love to see it, man. You love to see these guys hitting on all cylinders, clicking, making things work down the field. It's very impressive. Hopefully they can keep that up. Hopefully Minnesota has the same problems with this offense that we saw Washington have. And Ben Johnson is just goated by the end of the year.